Man, these people, I'm just gonna go back. I gotta go back this. I ain't got to see it. I'm just gonna go back. It's too far. It's too far. That last one there. And these people, I know for a fact they watch information and change information. And they use technology to fit the narratives and the lies that it came out with. Factual information that we have elected over the years being watched. I ain't never in my life seen a white team dominate a black team. Never in my life. Tom Willis, they put that goddamn TV show on and had that man on there like he had the goddamn had sex with Helen Willis. And produced that white man, Jenny brother. I don't care if it's male or female. Niggas have that shit in their head like the male supposed to dominate the female, and that shit comes from a male chauvinist perspective. Because it's the genes. The recessiveness and the dominance of the genes. And now they playing with that information. Man, these folks, they use technology. They clone it, doing everything it is to make them be who they want to be. They dominate. They want to dominate us so goddamn bad. They done watched our ass out of history. Yeah, I don't even see it. Y'all don't even see it. This shit's so sad. Especially biblically. Especially biblically. They want the most recessive people on the earth to dominate and be the dominator, and they're gonna do whatever they can to wash information so you won't figure out who he is. I feel sorry for the next generation coming. They're gonna have to dig hard. They're gonna have to dig hard to know what the real business is around this whole. They're gonna have to dig really too hard. I'm still talking to Gemini today. He just regular trying to tell me some other shit. I was studying this shit. When I was in prayer, I was studying this shit on tabs. I was studying every aspect I needed to study to understand the points I needed to make to present what I want to present to my people. It's just like that Kanika Jenkins shit I was on. What up, D? It's just like that Kanika Jenkins shit I brought for so much information. When I came home prayer, man, they watched all that shit. I remember I first started telling y'all about the uterus and other countries was doing that shit. I sounded crazy. But now you know that they'll take a uterus from a melanated young girl and put it inside a transsexual just so he can push out a baby. If he want to do it again, he got to goddamn get another uterus. That's how this shit go. But they watch so much information, man, to the point this shit just said, nigga can't keep the truth alive. The truth dead, for real. I'm just one of them motherfuckers just like this. I ain't gave out. I say I gave out. I ain't gave out because I got to stick with what the fuck I really know to be true. Biblically, they said Noah gonna be the father of all the damn races. So where are you? They violated you. If you anywhere in that bitch, you the Hebrew slave. But you ain't the Hebrew slave. Because when you look over there, the ones that's fighting for the Holy Land, the Hebrews are Israelites, Jews. You see yourself anywhere in that picture? So it's something to start about the story, and you niggas don't even care, man. That shit crazy. But they didn't enslave you to build them. You went over there and helped them did that shit until they start dominating and coming up with the concept of taking over your shit. That was already the plan, to take over paradise. That was already the plan, to take over paradise, to take over your shit, to exterminate you. But they can't exterminate you, but they can exterminate you mentally and not let you ever know who the fuck you are. And that's what the fuck be going on around this bitch. Niggas don't even know who the fuck they is. No matter how many dots a nigga connect for their ass, no matter how many dots a nigga connect, take time to try to show. These folks been on bullshit. Now you gonna tell me, now they trying to say, ain't no dominant, man, you ain't gonna find no white man conceive a child with a black woman and his genes dominate her, bro. And I studied this shit. I started studying biology. I done studied every aspect of this shit. Y'all seen what I do on that goddamn computer. I get on that bitch and I research till I get an understanding of shit. And I got an understanding of certain things that they just done changed up. They just keep changing shit. Keep changing shit for the next generation. Keep changing shit. For the truth will never be prevalent, bro. This shit weird, man. This shit weird, bro. I was talking about them planetariums and shit. It's just like, you know you're not a Greek. You know you're not a Roman. Especially the ones that did the things in history that show. All you gotta do is line the time this shit up. You're not these people. You motherfuckers rather choose an invisible, imaginary, animated God over your own family. And they said that's what they were gonna do. Gonna turn all you against each other. Mother against daughter. Son against father. And you rather listen what the fuck they saying than to love your bloodline. I got an auntie, she Indian, she got them high cheekbones. My great grandma, she was a nigga. What? How you think the blood? When do the bloodline change, bro? But they don't want us to be. They don't want our race to have diversity. We the copper tone people, and we come in all kind of flavors, nigga, with all kind of swag. And they can't beat you straight up. That's why they got to deceive the world, man. They got to deceive you out your position of loving your bloodline. They took your bloodline. You don't see it. You don't see it. Fuck all these all this time. As soon as I go live, motherfucker won't call, bro. Hold on. Yeah. But man, how the fuck they gonna make Noah? He from the north. We know the north. The north is, the British went as far as to that Middle East, bro. To that first Middle East where I showed y'all, they try to create that pole at. And Italy's sitting right there by that motherfucker. That's where they try to create the first pole at, bro. I'm showing y'all this shit. So we know the north is the Neanderthal. We know that. And they don't sit on top of our head. It's time out, bro. So they saying Noah become the father of all the races in the world and wipe you out in the story. That's the purpose of the story, to wipe you off the map and steal your bloodline and confuse and deceive shit. How the fuck you gonna produce all these races and then he the most recessive race on the earth? But y'all go for the story. The Greeks wrote the Biblos. Before it was a Christ or Jesus, any of that stuff, cause they ain't talking about them, but they're storing your information that they knew the Son was God. The life giver is the Son. I don't give a fuck. The light of the world is not the light of the world in this animated world. How the light of the world not gonna be the light of the world? The Sun come and light this world up every day and bring life to the world every day. But in these niggas' head, he ain't the light of the world. It's the white boy that they put on the cross, bro. It's the Jew that they talking about. Kept your language. Kept the Hebrew language, but wipe you out. Huh? Motherfucker said Ham is the progenitor of all the dog races. And then they named who he was talking about. Cush, Mizraim, they named everything in Africa. And then told you except the Negro. So where you at in the book? Man, shit sad. That shit sad. And then, on top of that, Copernicus Piso, the P-I-S-O, I've been saying this shit so long, I am, man, that this shit supposed to be second nature to these people, man. Motherfuckers don't be listening. Motherfuckers just be on what they be on, bro. They done fed this shit to you, fucked up your mental for life. For life. I never go back. I never stop teaching and talking about the truth, bro. Because somebody got to leave this shit out here. Because this world fucked up. Michael Jackson. His genes don't change because his skin. They got talking that shit, but Michael Jackson supposed to have Villalago. That don't change his insides, his genes, and all that shit. You gonna make the world think he goddamn stuck his dick in something that had 2 white children. Using this technology to make their narrative a reality. When in reality, shit don't go like that. And you know it. The New Testament was written by the Romans after the Greeks. And you ain't now one of them people. That ain't your bloodline, so why would you even listen to what the fuck they gotta say instead of going and seeing what the fuck your ancestors and what's going on with you? And to build those pyramids over there, nigga ain't just start building pyramids out of no motherfucking work. It take technology and hands-on. It take motherfuckers operating within a system for that shit to goddamn come into being, bro. It had to start somewhere. It had to start somewhere. Or somewhere, you ain't just wake up just like the motherfuckers just jump up out of nowhere and start making them structures. That's why I knew our technology went over there. Y'all ain't been had this shit. They can't show you nothing ancient. They can't show you no history. They can't show you nothing. They the shit that they possess today. Except by thievery, enslavement, war. And now I got you rushing for God. So we gonna beat this shit up. Y'all gonna be in the show. Hey man. This shit crazy. if I had the worst mama in the world, bro, I know I came out of her womb, bro. I ain't nowhere in the hell I'm gonna go against my mama for what a motherfucker writing the book. I know my mama, just like I know that son is God. Just like I know that son is a life giver. You know what I'm saying? That brain, life, fight, everything they try to portray on these characters, the son do. You don't know how to respect the son, but it bring life to your ass every motherfucking day of your life. You can go back 1,000,000 years on this earth. Humans on this earth was looking up at the same thing, the same heavens that we look up at now. If somebody came along and said, we got to distort this shit, we know how life itself got here. We know how the sun got here. It was our God. It was our God that placed that sun there for you motherfuckers. Yeah, your God ain't shit. The sun, that sun is cool. Yeah. If you pray and pray to the sun, whoever in your mind you think that put that sun there, he'll get the message. Because evidently you think that the sun is a messenger and a go-between or some shit. So whatever it's going between, why you can't respect life? If throw it in there, he throw it in there for life purposes. So you should respect what gives you life. So if you want to praise it or pray, you should pray through this third party right here that brings the life, and he'll send the message to the imaginary motherfucker for you. I wonder how you niggas imagine God look. This imaginary God that y'all be talking about, the one that love the war and distort shit and keep on putting war in the world about a holy land that ain't holy, ain't the paradise. How you look? Every last one of you niggas gonna come up with a different image. That sun, the perfect one, it ain't gonna change. They gonna look the same every day. They gonna bring life to everything. They harvest all the energy from the sun to keep power. That's how they keep power. They harvest the energy. They harvest all the sun energy, and the energy of the sun is melanin. Why they don't want to tell you that the darkness is melanin? Want to give it to you in hints and bits and pieces, and you got to figure this shit out for yourself. You got to be a motherfucker that want to know. Some of these motherfuckers don't want, they don't give a fuck about none of this shit. I do. I ain't nobody fool. Hell no. I don't rock like that. I've been researching this shit forever. I've been researching this shit so long. I look at it, I go straight to the disc. It don't even take me that long no more. When I look at that sun, it don't even take me that long no more. That's what I was doing over there on Unfair Live the other day when there wasn't no sound on that bitch. Showing you my eyes looking at the damn sun. You'll see. He revealed himself unto you. You can take some of those scriptures and put them into play and see does it work like I did. Yeah. If you look to the hills of the Heavenly Father, that's the Heavenly Father. The ancestors respected the sun like a motherfucker. They knew it to be the life giver. I wonder how this animated God look in their head, bro. Draw a picture or describe how he look. Because there ain't no other perfect one. They want to say there's 1 billion motherfucking suns in the universe, all that shit, man. It's one perfect life. And this the one your ancestors were dealing with. They named everybody except the Negro when they said Ham was the progenitor of all the dog races. So they left you out. Because you the one they trying to smuggle. It has been smuggled. And will continue to be smuggled. Until you, first of all, you need to understand that this ain't no goddamn globe. That's animation. All that shit is animated. All that shit is animated. All that shit animated, bro. You motherfucker got, oh, I gotta say us fucked up because I don't want to sound like I feel like I'm better than a motherfucker. But I know better though. I be doing this shit in hopes that my grandchildren one day listen to this shit and catch hope and try to study. But they ain't gonna be able to study from these motherfuckers. Because they gonna distort everything. They gonna distort everything and every angle. I don't watch them fuck with my shit. I don't watch them fuck with my shit. I present information. I don't watch these people watch shit off the internet or change the information to fit the narrative of the lie that they gotta put placed upon the world, bro. I don't watch this shit. I just wanted that motherfucker. I tried to get this bitch to say some shit. And this bitch talking about all kind of about jeans, this and man, nobody trying to hear all that dumb ass shit, bro. Ain't nobody trying to hear that dumb ass shit talking about. Because I already studied this shit long enough to know what the truth is. Y'all can change the truth. And the truth don't change. The truth keep changing. How the fuck shit just keep, well, why our race can't be diversity, have diversity in it? You just regular nigga. Well, you know, you find more information and things change, but some things is facts that's gonna stand up. They facts don't even stand up. Anything the goddamn sway will keep themselves in control of you, bro. Then a nigga gotta live knowing the whole plan. And you can't see the next motherfucker. The motherfucker you get the information for, you get it for your people. You shake them, wake them. Shit, you motherfucker kill about this shit. I know, because I ready to kill a motherfucker when I first started coming into awareness. I ready to kill a motherfucker. What the fuck is this information on this bitch? What the fuck is this putting this information out here like that? I'll kill this bitch. And what's that serious? I want that shit up off that motherfucker. That's how brainwashed I was. That's why I try to take my time and present shit. I been present shit for a reason. And you understand, I understand that, man. Don't nobody be studying that shit, bro. They don't care. They don't care because they got a God that throw life in the sky. That all you gotta do is ask for forgiveness and everything alright. Don't try to understand shit. Just ask for forgiveness. I killed 2 more niggas yesterday. Forgive me, God. You good. I killed 4 more niggas. You good. I'm finna kill me 100 more thousand. I want you to forgive me after I kill you. You good. Because that's the kind of God I am. I want you to keep killing motherfuckers. I want if you get in power, raise war. Yeah, that's how this shit here go. Yeah, that's how this shit go. That's the kind of God I am. I'm the God of war. I'm the God that was created by your enemy. I'm the God that was created and placed in your motherfucking mental by your enslaver. That's the God I am. And I'm glad you love me because I love it. I love to see that war going on over that dust ass land over there that don't mean shit that I wrote into existence. There ain't no goddamn holy land. They don't produce shit. And you see the motherfucker results of humanity that they produce, the type of human being. You don't see your bloodline over that bitch, and the bloodline that should be there. That Ethiopian, he can't even go there. Say Ham supposed to be the progenitor of the Canaanites. So the Canaanites should be in that bitch. Them Ethiopians should have rights to that motherfucking land. If they want to go by what's right and what's holy and inheritance, that land should be back inherited. The inheritance of that land and the birthrights of that land should go back to who was there. The quiet, peaceable people that your book said was there. That the God of war told them niggas go in there and kill every last one of them motherfuckers. I'm just saying what the book say. Go in that bitch and kill every last one of them motherfuckers, get them hoes up out of there. And then they'll turn around and try to goddamn change that shit up and say, oh, well, we didn't kill all of them. You know, they had a bloodline that come from over here, but they, and then change their shit up. change they melanated makeup up and all that, man. Get the fuck out of here. All that shit crazy, dude. We been here, over here on this Western Plateau, and and when we went out, we got fucked over. Got fucked over by every corner of the earth. Nigga won't even claim that corner of the earth. Nigga won't even claim that corner of the earth. Yeah, they spinning on the globe that hard. These niggas still think they can goddamn get on this bitch and walk sideways, stand up out to the side, boats sideways, floating sideways in their mind though. All this shit in their mind. And look and tell me I'm crazy. Man, how you fucking stand up? You stand up, man, that shit crazy. You run around the world like you got tentacles like a roach or an ant going around a basketball. Y'all nigga crazy, bro. That shit goddamn fucked me up today. That shit got me feeling some kind of way. Gemini goddamn holding in information. Shit, the Roman Pizzo family wrote the goddamn New Testament. So that shit crazy. Nigga ought to know who wrote that shit by now. Niggas do know. They don't know fuck. They won't be part of that shit because they think them motherfuckers know something they don't know. Where you at, bro? That shit crazy. That was the government. We put that shit on. We put them P's on this bitch. These the Romans. These the Romans that wrote this shit. Got a big bring in that bitch. These the motherfucking Romans that wrote this shit. This made everybody except mom and dad want to be a part of all that bullshit instead of listening to mom and dad. Go see how fast this bitch. Go see how fast real shit put up that bitch. These the motherfuckers who wrote the New Testament, bro. The New Testament. When I be talking, I don't even be talking about the New Testament. I don't even go into it because I know it's gonna be a problem. I know it's gonna be a problem. Cause nigga determined to believe what the slave master done told. And they up. I like that shit. And they up. But I found the motherfucker who started the animation within this world and created all this fake ass shit. I supposed to show y'all, when it showed y'all they goddamn the first, they came with the Godzilla shit. The Godzilla and King Kong, all that bitch ass shit. They were the first one to make a Martian or a robot, all that shit on the screen, and then guide it away. And let the rest of the nation start doing their thing because they had to buy the technology for them to tell their story in whatever form they wanted to tell their shit. And that's what went on in this world. The Greeks the one brought the motherfucking globe. Them motherfuckers brought that globe to town. Ain't no ancestor said this shit. And I got a nigga out here named goddamn I got a nigga out there named, hey, we know the truth now. But I can't goddamn, I want to contact and reach him so bad. Can't get off the planet, bro. Them ancestors you talking about every day, all day, man. Them ancestors ain't saying nothing about no goddamn boat going up no damn hill, man. There's certain things they say you can just debunk with common sense. Boats do not go uphill, bro. And you ain't gonna never find a water hill, dog. Just flat out. That shit still won't register. Because you in your mind think these folks know some shit. These folks don't know shit. I don't think these folks know is walk and keep you off your toes. Yeah, keep you off your swag. That's the only thing they know. Whatever they gotta say at that moment, in the moment, to keep your mind fucked up, that's what they gonna say. They'll come back and goddamn expound on it and explain why this shit switched over, some old fake ass educational type shit that can take your ass everywhere. Man, the truth solid as fuck. Yeah, the truth don't need all that shit, man. The truth don't need all that kind of help, man. The truth gonna stand up. The truth is, ain't no goddamn ship, boat, float, nothing that floats flat in that goddamn water gonna go upward, dog. It ain't gonna go down here. It should have goddamn float downstream, but it's gonna eventually capsize. But the water is flat. I'm confident of that. You can look at the horizon, I don't give a fuck which angle you want to look at it. From well on in it, just watch the TV. I look at TV, I can't even see what y'all see no more. I be waiting on a clear shot of a water line. I've been doing it so long, I can't. That's the first time I be looking at it. Mama say, look at that right there, what is that? Look at that flat ass line going across that hole. I can have my back till I be asleep. Look at the ship line, look at that line, look at that water line, look where the sky meet the water. Look at the horizon. When you gonna see a curve? And they try to invent a curve in your head. Fuck that shit. They got high-tech cameras making these bitch ass movies and shit. And whenever they show that scene, I don't give a fuck. When it is, that line gonna be flatter than a motherfucker from left to right, from right to left, all the way across that bitch. Anyway, I remember, man, I've been like this since I was a kid, bro. I've been knowing them hoes bullshit. They said the prodigal son supposed to go out and get the information and bring it back home to the family and shake them and wake them up. How you gonna wake them up if they don't want to be woke? They gonna go against you. My own family go against me. They just not starting to realize certain little things. They ain't no shit. I remember I was on a boat with my granddad. After I was in school, they don't tell me that blue on that goddamn globe. Not for educational purposes though. That lady gonna tell me that blue on that globe, this round ass map with distorted ass coordinates bent all around this damn ball. Represented the waters of the world. I had sense enough then, bro. I had sense enough way back then to tell that bitch, water don't work like that. I said, water don't work like that. I was in the 5th grade. I was in the motherfucking 5th grade, Mike. For some reason, they broke a whole lot. We had a little school, our little elementary school. For some reason, around by 1975, all of a sudden we got white teachers everywhere. Who the fuck these white folks? These black teachers been teaching us. We ain't no goddamn white teachers at this goddamn school. I ain't feel right with them motherfuckers coming up the sidewalk. I said, where the fuck these folks going? Where they coming from? I still remember this shit, bro. It might have not been the same day they brought in that goddamn globe, but that globe came to that school with them. That globe shit came to that school with them. And they started teaching that shit. They put one on in every classroom. They had 2, 3 in one motherfucking class. Cause they had the girls at one table. We had 3 of them hoes in the room. And our job, today we gonna learn how to use the globe. With the globe, the maps up there, on them projectors up there that we pull down in that flash shit. Yeah, cause Miss Henry them and goddamn the rest of them used to tell us, now come pull this map down so we can do our geography. And you gotta come to go there and pull that bitch down and slide it down, and she get a little point and point here and show you the United States to be on the flash. Now all of a sudden they gonna put this shit on a globe in front of a nigga and told me and my partners, we sitting there one to everybody, 3 globes in that motherfucking room, man. Did about 1975. That motherfucker said she spent that motherfucker. Spent that bitch, the Harlem Globetrotters. Gonna make you believe in this global system. They already lock you in and made you curse yourself in the 3rd grade. See, the 3rd grade, you gotta learn how to write in cursive. So you can go ahead and amen, your mama signed your ass away. Cause she ain't know no better. Cause each and every last one of you is an individual entity in a corporation. And you got motherfucking that's why all your shit, Social Security card, the fake ass birth certificate they give you, your driver's license, anything that identify you is gonna be written in all capital letters, and that's a corporation. So you yourself is a corporation. And once you get to the 3rd grade, now you got to learn how to curse yourself. You got to learn how to curse yourself into this system, just in case you have sense enough to goddamn try to say, oh no, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Just in case, we need your signature. We need your John Hancock on one of these documents, so you go ahead and curse yourself into this system. You got to learn how to write in cursive now, in real life. But that motherfucker put that globe on that motherfucking table. Then she said, we want you to find yourself on this map. She called it a map. This map, this is a globe. This is actual the map of the world. You know what she said? A map of the world. Started looking at that motherfucker. I said, dang. I'm looking at that bitch. I'm confused. I'm looking. So she spin that motherfucker. Spin that motherfucker, then stop and said, now find where you are located, where we are on this map, on this globe. So me and my nigga, we started spinning that bitch trying to find the United States. We trying to find it. We spinning around reading shit. And I'm like, damn. I'm looking at the blue shit. Looking at this shit, I said, I raised my hand and said, hey, so this is the map of the world? Yeah. So all the blue on here, that's the sky, the water. That's supposed to represent the water. Oh, that's all the water. That's all the water in the world right there. I said, water? I said, so when I get ready to, this is what I'm telling them, I'm breaking this shit down just like this. I said, so when I get ready to get on the boat, you mean to tell me, shit, I already said something about the little animated equator. I said, so you mean the boat get on this equator right here and travel to wherever it want to go, sideways? So what do you mean? I said, so the boat got to go sideways, get sideways to stick to this motherfucker. See what I'm saying? That gravity shit. She ain't talking about gravity though. She just saying, yes, that's how it works. I said, man, the boat got to travel sideways to go around this motherfucker? She said, yeah. I thought about it for a minute. I raised my hand again. I said, listen, back then, my Uncle Bubba and my granddaddy Buddy and Bubba, both of them had boats, and both of their boats were red and white. I said, my granddaddy got a boat, and my Uncle Bubba got a boat, and both of their boats red and white. I said, both of their boats red and white. And this ain't how they boats work when we go to the water. This ain't how they boats work when we go to the water. We stand up, and step over into the boat. That's how the boat works. She said, wait a minute, you're being disrupted. I said, no, I'm saying. So I got a pencil. And said, now if this a boat, the boat supposed to sit, I put that bitch on top of the globe up there by that equator that was, not equator, that goddamn North Pole shit, because they had a tilt. I put that pencil up there. I said, a boat supposed to sit in the water like this. But if you was to put a boat on this, and she said, wait a minute, trying to stop me. This is what's going on. I let that motherfucking pencil go, that pencil slid down that motherfucking globe and hit that disc. She said, you go get in the corner. You're too disruptive. I said, the fuck? I'm disruptive. I said, okay. Went home and told my mama on this motherfucker. I said, man, them new white teeth are crazy as hell. I said, she put me in the corner and told me I was being disruptive because I told her that water don't work like she talking about on that globe. What up, E.R. Will? That's what that nigga knew though. He said he gonna get him out there live with her. He gonna get it. But yeah, I told that last man, goddamn boy, that shit don't work like that. Put me in the car, I told my mama, I said, lady, put me in the car. She said, my mama looked at me and said, I don't care about none of that. You know what you know, you know what you know, you know what you know. Just bring me that 8. So that's what I started doing. I was already doing it. I'm bringing my mama that 8. That's all that's my job. Just bring my mama 8. Bring my mama that 8. I ain't never been no dumb nigga, man. I always been inquisitive like that. There's some ancestors live inside me that won't want to let me accept certain shit, bro. Until I figure it out. And that's how I sway. That's how I sway in real life. My nigga Allah. That's my nigga Allah right there. I'm my Muslim brother. He a Muslim, I ain't no Muslim. But yeah. So goddamn, this is when I knew it was fucked up. I'm gonna go to my God. This nigga I used to call my God. My granddad used to call him my God. Bloodline. See, he the head, so he the God of the family. That's how I used to look at it. But man, these niggas crazy, bro. We had a family out at the water, frying fresh fish, just chilling like a motherfucker. Having a good time. I think I'm goddamn back. I might be goddamn about 11. I don't think I'm 12. I think I'm about 11 years old. About the same year after this lady said this shit. So we had me and my cousin Andrew, he a year up under me. So he gotta be 10, 11, 12. It might have been 12. I think I'm about 11. So goddamn, y'all was 11 years old. He said, y'all boys ready to drive this boat? You know, both of us said, hey, yeah, y'all wanna drive this bitch. Hey, y'all wanna drive this bitch. All right, y'all, come on. We had been fishing. We had been on a boat with him. Went out in the water and throw the reels, came back. Fishing from the shore, we fishing and shit, chilling. Everybody frying fish, hunging on drinking. I wasn't drinking back then. I might say stupid. We just chilling. Right there to put us on that goddamn boat. I can still remember my mama running in the water till the water got up to over her waist. But she couldn't run no more. She was running behind the boat. Tell them to put their lifesavers on. Put the life jackets on. She was saying lifesaver, life jacket. So he got the little orange thing. Y'all put them things there around your neck for your goddamn mammy have a fit. That's what the nigga said. Y'all put them goddamn things around your neck for your goddamn mammy have a fit. So me and my cousin got the goddamn lifesaver, the little orange lifesaver, put them around our neck and shit. We riding on now. It's a goddamn bridge. I can see the other side of the shore across from where we was at. Some people over there, there was some white people over there. They was over there chilling. We went up under the bridge. Had to guide that bitch. Once we get up under the bridge, I'm gonna let y'all boys have it because he had to guide you and make sure you don't hit that concrete. You know what I'm saying? He guided that bitch through that motherfucker. He guided that bitch. I'm first. I'm supposed to be first to drive. Shit, I'm looking. I see my mama got down, stopped. She couldn't run no more. She running off in the water. Put the life jacket on. And I look over there to the left. I see the motherfuckers. I see the motherfuckers over there. And then all of a sudden they start getting out my eyesight. I couldn't see shit. I couldn't see shit with the bridge we want to on. I couldn't see none of that shit. Couldn't see nothing but that bridge. And all of a sudden we got so far that I couldn't see that bridge no more. And I looked side to side and looked around. I couldn't see nothing but water. I couldn't see nothing but water in all directions. And I thought about that lady at school. He said, y'all ready to ride this boat? Y'all ready to drive this boat? Shit, I said, shit, I let my cousin drove that bitch for me. I'm the oldest, I'm supposed to be driving that bitch first. I said, Granddad, man, this teacher at school told me that the world is round and the water, ball, and globe. Well, my boy, that's what they say. I said, well, Granddad, nigga, this is 1975 I'm talking about this shit, bro. I said, Granddaddy, if the world round and the water ball and we float sideways on this bitch, when we gonna see the curve? When we gonna see the curve or feel the curve? That's what I asked him. My granddaddy said, look at my boy. You know, this is his favorite shit, my boy. Look at my boy. You see that boat that's coming towards us? It's coming into view right now. Yeah, I see. Right now, that boat there is coming up over the curve. And when we get to that spot where that boat's at, we'll be going down over the curve. That's my granddad tell me. I got so much respect for this nigga. I said, okay. So I sit down in the boat. He the game. My cousin Andrew died in the boat. Now he guided that hoe. He drive. He having a good time. I'm trying to figure this shit out. I'm sitting down. I set my ass down and waited for another boat to come into my view. And when that boat came into my view, I started counting. 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 Mississippi, 4 1,000, 5 Mississippi, 6 1,000. You hear me? I started goddamn counting. And whatever number, I can't remember what number I made it to. But whatever number I made it to, so when that boat got right directly on my left shoulder on the side of me, I stopped the count. And when I stopped the count, I restarted the count and said by the time I reach this number, I should be feeling that curve. I started back count. And by the time I should have been at that point where that boat came from, I told my granddad, I said, man, Granddad, that shit don't work, man. I ain't seen no curve, I don't feel no curve. My granddaddy told me, said, well, my boy, it's there. You just can't see it, and you just can't feel it. And I know I had to stay on a child's place. And I said, man, these motherfuckers got my granddaddy too. I don't know what ancestor lived inside me, who the fuck I was before I came this bitch, and how I was reincarnated, but nigga, I ain't never fuck with these folks. I said, these hoes got these motherfuckers got, whoever these folks, whoever they, we be talking about, they this and they that, whoever these powers in the world was, I said, they got my granddaddy too. That's what I said. I'm 11 years old, I said, these motherfuckers got my granddaddy too. And I said, fuck it. I'm ready to drive. I just left it alone, started driving and started driving the boat, having fun. But I said that. I said, man, these motherfuckers got my granddaddy too, man. But I wanted to tell her, I said, man, granddad, you gotta be a damn fool, man. I was 11 years old. I remember I got to the 12th grade. I had been helping niggas. I played basketball and football. I had been helping niggas pass their goddamn tests, doing homework for niggas. I done seen teachers goddamn pass athletes, just give them grades. These niggas ain't work for a dessert. Now it's my turn. Cause I done got to this shit to this goddamn English class at 12th grade, you got to take this literature, you got to do this literature shit. And Romeo and Juliet and Macbeth and all that old funny talking ass shit. And that's why I ain't graduated high school. I graduated, but I ain't walked across that stage. Had a teacher named Miss Ross. I said, she had made us learn some kind of little poem. And I said, I don't feel right talking like that. We were doing little plays, reading the plays out. She had a little playbook we can read. And I said, how far down all that shit. I said, I don't feel right talking like that. These motherfuckers cheering in the school already telling me to take my ass back to Africa. Calling me nigger and shit. Home high school. My 9th grade year, I moved out there and shit. I was goddamn going to school. Took a lot of shit out of these motherfuckers. I said, I ain't got no problem with the literature and all that. You know what I mean? All this prepositional phrases and predicates and nouns. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem with that. But the literature shit, I said, I can't get down with that shit. So what I'm basically saying, you know, can you just, you know, say, help me out, just push me through, cause you get too, you say shit, you say you don't make the grades, you don't pass. Many motherfuckers out to help goddamn pass. I play basketball and football, you can't fuck with me. Right, this is the type nigga I was. I said, you can't fuck, I said, I can't get down with it. She said, what's the problem? I said, whoever wrote this shit right here, these the people that wrote my people to sleep. I told her I was in the 12th grade then. That was goddamn 1987, 1988. I said, these the people that wrote us to sleep right here. I've been on this shit as a child, bro. I ain't just got like this, my nigga. I'm gonna bring that truth. And I'm gonna stand on it. I said, man, whoever wrote this shit here, all that old bitch ass shit, all that funny made ass talk, that one I don't give a fuck about speaking proper English. I said I was gonna try to stop cussing so much and try to speak in a way that people can understand me and stuff. I can understand. I ain't giving a fuck. You can't understand me, you don't need to be around me, motherfucker. That's how I felt. That's how I still feel, for real. I ain't trying to talk like that. I said, whoever goddamn wrote this shit here is the people that wrote my people to sleep. That's what I told her. And guess what? She flunked the shit out of my ass. I can't believe she flunked. I done seen them motherfuckers goddamn pass niggas cause they was athletes and shit like that. I couldn't believe she flunked. I couldn't believe she did this shit. But she did it though. So I had to goddamn go to summer school to get my shit. But I stood on this shit. I know I hurt my mama hard though. I ain't walked out there today. A big old ass white church over there in Center Point. Big old ass church where we used to goddamn, where you walk off that stage at. I ain't walk off that bitch. And I really ain't get no fuck. Cause I ain't feel comfortable too much sounding like them homosexuals. I really did. I really did. And I know them motherfuckers going to vote. I know them. I knew them was the people that rolled us to sleep. And get what? I was right. I was right. Cause that motherfucker, that Copernicus Pizzo, that Copernicus Pizzo, him and his brother, no. See, them the ones kept all the Roman records and all that shit. Kept them Roman records and all that shit. Off until keeping all the books and form and the shape of the world and what it was gonna be. And they the ones who wrote the New Testament. And we don't get to Christ until the New Testament. But common sense ain't common sense, bro. Common sense ain't common sense. I told the lady, goddamn, I can't be talking like that and all that shit. Them the people who wrote my people to sleep. And they wrote our ass, slapped the motherfucking sleep. They wrote our ass, slapped the motherfucking sleep. I'm arguing with goddamn Gemini in the morning. He got me feeling so fucked up. I'm just chilling. I'm just chilling, talking to myself. That's who I'd rather talk to, my motherfucking self. I find somebody that's goddamn be on the same type shit I'm on. But this shit pitiful, man. The generations ain't gonna even be able to find information to goddamn wake themselves up, because everything we done learned over the years, they done fucked it up. They changing it up. They done fucked it up. They fucking it up every day. Fucking this shit up. Don't tell me goddamn motherfucking about recessive genes. And yeah, I know it's recessive genes. I ain't never seen no motherfucking white man gene dumber than a nigga gene. I ain't never seen no white man go up on a black woman and a child come out white. I ain't never seen it. I ain't gonna see it because I studied this shit. Especially when I had them 5 years in prison, I went hard. I was already studying this shit on YouTube and Google every day. Man, that's all I had was a tab. Especially when that nigga got me after that nigga got me after my niggas jacked me from my phone and shit. And then I was too spooked. But I thought buying them. I said, man, this motherfucker got me fucked up in this hole. And I came out there, that's all I had with that goddamn tab. And I fucked with that tab in the county jail. They watched the information out there that I fucked with. They had a video on that motherfucker. And I started talking about it and looking at it too much. They started taking that Khan Academy. That's why I used to be on Khan Academy. Watching on video. That Khan Academy got rid of video. I started watching that bitch too much or something. All of a sudden, now I used to go to this video all the time. What the fuck is this video? And then they changed the format where I can't get the shit down. Why they keep doing this shit? There was a video on there about the eclipse. There was a video on there about the eclipse. And the bitch fucked around and slipped up and said the wrong shit. You know I being in. No, I being in on that. I beam in on that. The motherfucker explaining the eclipse. The motherfucker explaining the eclipse. And when the motherfucking moon started going, they were live. They were live. The eclipse happening live. Why they get rid of that video? I said, when I get out of my, I said, when I get out, I'm gonna find that motherfucker. I'm gonna show these motherfuckers this shit. Yo, I stay on shit like that. I said, man, this motherfucker said they was out there watching it. They had their little glasses on and shit, so they can watch the eclipse and shit. The motherfucker that was explaining me, he said, now here's the moon going in front of the sun. Here's the moon going in front of the sun, and as you can see, the moon's black disc. I said, huh? I know what that disc be at, because I've been watching that disc. I watch that disc face to face like Jacob every day. I used to do it every day. I'm lying now. I used to do it every day. I need to start back. Because my energy kind of fucked up, and I ain't in my soulful. I ain't in my soulful goddamn being. I ain't in my soulful place like I should be. That too much word and shit. Get up in my soul to bother me. What I should be just cool. You know what I'm talking about? And I got the motherfucker get my energy back right, and keep it right. No matter what. I got to do that. Hey baby, why you don't never have no damn wrench in this motherfucker? Come on, damn, that my baby, god damn, she came right over here. That's my baby dog, bro. I don't think, goddamn, did I get it? Yeah, I got it. Yeah. But I got to goddamn start back. The sun ride with me now. The sun's riding with me now. I seen them goddamn horse and almost jumped out my damn skin. I seen them hard. Made my heart skip a beat. Made my heart skip. I lost my train of thought. I'm just chilling, baby. Just riding, chilling. I told him we just going back and forth. That's chilling. Talking about that word and how they got down. How these motherfuckers just change information up. Jumping out to piss me off. I was gonna come live and pop my shit the way I pop my shit, but I'm just chilling. Oh, the motherfucker said, it's the first lady on melanation right there, y'all. It's the first, that's my baby. The motherfucker said, and the moon's black disc, as the moon goes in front of the sun, you see the moon's black disc. I said, what? I started telling niggas in jail, in the county, and when I got down to the motherfucker, and when I got to prison, I had no phone and shit, almost more shit then. But when I got there, when the motherfucker held me up, when I came back out and I couldn't get no more phone, I went back to the tab and I started back fucking with that shit. I started back. That Can Academy. I came out looking for that video. I've been looking for that video since I've been out. Cause I wanna have that in my goddamn, I wanna have that in my collection. Well, how these bitches play. How the fuck is a moon black disc and you done told the world that you landed on the motherfucking moon? So you wanna land it on a disc. And when I started goddamn that shit right away, they watched that video. I can't find that video nowhere. And I heard it. Shit. How the fuck you went and landed on a disc? You done told the world you went and landed on the moon, but now you're not doing this eclipse. You saying that the moon's black disc, because they don't want you to know. Y'all will figure it out, man. Y'all will figure it out. My baby looked at that song the other day. Baby looked at that song the other day. Did you look at that song the other day, baby? My baby looked at that song the other day. She gonna figure out a whole lot of more shit. I already told her, baby, you gonna goddamn a whole lot of shit, information that you gonna get at your own pace fucking with me. I ain't finna force nothing on you. And my baby smarter than a motherfucker too, for real. I done met my motherfucking match. She smarter than a motherfucker for real. In real life. And when common sense and intelligence with factual information present itself, and it's just like shit. When I got that, it's just like goddamn when I that Kanika Jenkins case. When that man came on that goddamn TV and said, and in other news, for some reason I had snatched the remote. I don't even watch TV. My baby tell you I don't watch TV. I watch the movie with her. Cause I love her. I don't watch TV. I've been started watching this shit. I've been telling you all that. For some reason I had goddamn just being an asshole that day. You know I'm an asshole all the time. I'm just playing. I am. I'm just saying. I said, give me this remote. I'm gonna watch this damn TV. Took the TV, took the remote. And for some reason, anyway, long story short, I said, why put this mother on the news? They about to really shit on this hoe. They about to fake shit on that bitch for real. So I got there and get that bitch, that mother come on that goddamn news and say goddamn, in other news, Selena Gomez has had a secret kidney surgery. A secret kidney surgery. And see, the truth gonna make that hair stand up on the back of your neck. The hair on the back of your neck, you gonna have a feeling. When you know something's truthful in your soul, you know it's truthful, there's some bullshit is in play. Shit. And I immediately, that day, I told everybody this. Don't nobody get no fuck mind immediately that day. Grabbed their computer and looked up all doctors and shit. And them niggas were fighting against this information. And they watched all that shit. But I'm saying that to say, you know when you hear some truth. You know when you go with your own understanding now. Because you ain't got 6 senses. You ain't blessed to come out of the as the gods and goddesses we we all understand and get an understanding for yourself to walk around the world blind. I don't believe it. Lean not to my own understanding. Who all don't question God? Goddamn, you don't want me to lean to my own understanding. You don't want me to question God. Well, what the fuck I supposed? Why the fuck am I here? That don't even make sense. Don't try to make sense in that. Ask no question. I used to get in trouble in school, raise my hand too much. Shit. That shit, I'm just saying my perspective. And that shit don't make no sense. Don't question. Who I'ma question? I want to know who I'ma question. Who I'ma question? Shit. That motherfucker said the moon's black this. I said the moon black this. I said the moon black this. Man, so y'all went and landed on a goddamn disc with all that. They don't want you to understand that that sun has a disc inside of it. That's why the Egyptians started calling it a sun disc. That's why that motherfucking shop with us says a sun disc. So what they say is the moon's disc. When you know at any given time, the moon light is so imperfect that you can see clean through the motherfucker. You can see the blue through the moon sometimes. You know this motherfucker transparent. So where the black disc come from? I can't find that shit. No, I want that video so bad to show you how they play. Copernicus, Copernicus. See, Julius Caesar married to this family. This is a family. This is a very distinguished Roman family right here. Real talk. And these people is not our bloodline, and we ain't got no business listening to these people. These people took our bloodline. They over there acting like they you. They over there in the Middle East acting like they you. And this is where this story was corrupted from over there. They talking about over there. They ain't talking about the Red Sea over here, the one that came with creation. Yeah, the one that came from nature, the one that came from creation, the land of abundance, where we was over here chilling and shared everything we had with the world for the world not to like us now. They hate us, but they love us at the same time. They so scared for us to get back in position because they think we gonna mistreat them, bro. But we ain't mistreat y'all the first time, and ain't nothing new up under the sun. We ain't finna mistreat nobody but each other, because we lost. If we was to get back in power right now, we'll treat the world better than the fuck they doing. That's how we lost it. Sharing and caring. That's how we lost this motherfucker. Them motherfuckers ain't had no fruit. Them motherfuckers ain't had nothing going on. We left about this bitch and went to certain places and showed them how to cultivate and help them to learn how to sustain themselves. Taught them agriculture. You can't be civilized till you learn how to feed yourself. How you consider yourself to be civilized and consider the people on this Western plateau to be savages? See, this is how you teach the history. But it don't make common sense because we got too many structures. And like I was saying about the pyramids and Egypt and all that shit, how they get the technology to do that shit? How the fuck they get the technology to do that shit? You gotta start somewhere. You don't just jump up and have a car. You gotta start, okay, I need 4 wheels. I can get 4 wheels right here and put a seat right here. And then, okay, then I gotta get an axis. Okay, then you learn how to put shit together. Do trial and error. That's how you learn how to do shit. So how these folks just start just building mega pyramid without a foundation of how that shit came into being? Nigga, that shit started with mound building, man. Mound building is the point of origin, is the root to that shit. It developed into shit. It developed into that shit. See what I'm saying? That shit had to develop. You ain't just and that's how I know them hoes had our technology. Before I left it going to prison, I told my that's a man. We had laser technology, bro. Man, no, they said they did. I don't give a fuck what the other niggas tell me. We had laser technology. I'm looking at the pyramids down in Mesoamerica. I'm looking at the pyramids, bro. That is precise laser cutting on those pyramids, bro. That's laser technology on them hoes. And them hoes ancient as fuck. And ain't nobody from the north or the east, them the Neanderthal, all them goddamn Japanese, they don't like, you guys can't say Mongolia no more. Them over there got no ancient shit to show this type of shit. But then all of a sudden they pops up with it. That's why I said if I would progress our technology end up out here. But I'm looking at a place on this map, and I'm thinking this little land out here. I said, this must be Japan way out here. Then come to find out, goddamn it, that's Australia. I said, man, they got all this shit fucked up. But I'm gonna figure it out. Show live. But I said, that's why our technology went, bro. That was the motherfucking NATO motherfuckers hanging out there. Them got our technology. And made her light. And then fed and played with our energy, played with our soul, played with our souls. Transform our play with our shit. Real talk. That's how I knew our technology went out there to the east. That's how I knew that shit. And I've been sitting back. I'm so smooth and shit. I be knowing shit. I just won't say shit. Until I get a full understanding, I be sitting back. But I asked the same question a billion times though. I just took the wrong motherfucking exit. I asked the same question a billion times though. I asked the same question until I figured out that why you be asking motherfucker be coming out me saying, well, what's such and such and such? I'm gonna ask that same. You might have the answer, but I'm gonna keep asking the question till we come up with the answer. But I knew that laser technology went out there. I gotta get right now, y'all. I fuck around and took the wrong exit. Messing with that nigga D. That nigga D, oh gone, y'all. I'll be back though. I'm coming on live for 5. I'm coming back somewhere. I'm just chilling. And I'm enjoying it. I'm talking to my motherfucking self. You know what I do to my therapy though. But y'all hold down. I gotta regroup. Fuck with that nigga D. Shout out to my nigga D, man. That nigga down with my nigga. That's my nigga D. And baby, that nigga Nunu called me threatening me. If you still hear me, that nigga Nunu called me threatening me. And he told me that the shit ain't old. I begged his partner and told him I ain't want no smoke. But I don't know what the nigga on. But the nigga on some bullshit. So I got myself in some bullshit fucking with that nigga. Man, I ain't want to count all my motherfucking life. Messing with that nigga D, man. I motherfucking took the wrong motherfucking exit, fucking around with the motherfucking fucking line through up. Damn, D. What's going on? Back on the truck. Back on the truck. But I'm gonna go though. I appreciate y'all coming through this bitch. Warm the people come through this bitch. Y'all feel some type of way, man, dog. All for the next generation that will keep up with it, with the truth. That's why I make it my business to try to lead what's true I can hear about our situation and what they done to the world, what has been done to the world, and who we are. Now, we don't even get a piece of the pie. They cut the pie. They cut the pie and gave us goddamn 0.9% of this shit. But the niggas that's gonna be left with a little sense to understand 33 and 33 divided 3 ways, 33.3. They left us 0.01% of this shit, bro. That's what we get. Cause they divide this pie, it's cut 4 ways. But the Western Plateau don't get shit. That niggas who know. 33.3, 30.3, that's 99.9%. They get it all. They don't want to give you a reparation. They'll give a foreign over, man. So many foreign people walking around in there looking like us. We don't get nothing. But a hard way to go, man, and a hard life. I want them at least to know who we is. I want them at least to understand that a boat don't go up a goddamn hill. Don't go out the world asshole backwards, bro. Don't go out the world asshole backwards, bro. Show you how dumb and stupid you are. Show you how dumb and stupid you are. Oh, let me get out of here. Oh, this bitch just this.